Hi everybody! So I'm trying to explain the accumulator pattern here. So let's see what it says. The accumulator pattern is basically anything that accumulates the value into a variable. So I'll try to explain this code here. So in this code we have a function called square. It takes a value or argument of x. The running total is 0 and the for loop goes for the range of x, meaning it will go through the numbers from counter to whatever the value of x is that is passed down when the function is called. So it will add x to the running total. Before it goes out of the function, it will have a running total that is returned by this function. And then there's this top square variable, which is equal to 10. The square result is set to the function square, which takes in 2 square as an argument. So 2 square will have a value of 10. The square function will square 10 and return the value of square result. And finally, it will print the value. So if I just hit run, it will give me the result of 10 squared, which is 100. So the result of top square is 100. So the result of top square is 10 squared, which is 100. So you see, it is just like accumulating a value. I'll show you on Notepad and explain what I mean. So if I have the running total equal to 0, so here I have the running total set to 0, but the value of x is 10, and I'm going for 10 times. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So it will go around like 10 times. So it will basically add 10 times. So this will be equal to 100. So this is how you get essentially the total. So next you see this, running total equals 0. Each time it goes through the loop, 10 is added to it. So running total accumulates the value. It starts at 0 and adds 10 for the first iteration. So it eventually adds up at 100. So this accumulates the values from 0 to 100. This type of pattern is called the accumulator pattern. So let's run this on Codelens. Codelens is just visualizing the values line by line. So if we start on the first line, the Python interpreter will see that there's a function definition here. So if I hit forward, it will jump to here because it doesn't want to interpret this value right now. So it will jump to line 8. It will see that there's a variable set to 10. So you see, in my global variable frames, I also found a square. Square is the function name. It is saying that the object is a function named square. Square takes an argument, x. So I have one global variable right now for square. I hit forward. Top square should also come up in my frame. And it has a value of 10 right now. I don't have any functions right now. If I hit forward, it goes back up there because in line 9, it saw that square was being called. So it goes back to square, the definition of square, but it will start from line 2 because it already knows this line. So on line 2 it has the running total. If I hit forward, it should tell me that the running total is equal to 0 right now. So hit forward again. It will see the counter. The counter is for this for loop, and counter is currently set to 0 right now. If I hit forward again, it will just go back. A green arrow comes up here, which means that it is right now counting until the counter completes all of the range, which is 10. It will come back, and running total is 10 now. It goes after the first iteration. It again counts from 0 to 10. Now its counter is 1. It came back here. The running total is 20 now. So if I keep on doing it, my running total will increase by 10 each time. So now it is 20, 30, 40. The running total gets added and the counter gets added. So it will continue this until my counter becomes 10. When the counter becomes 10, it will go out of the for loop. My counter is now 10. So now, after my counter is done, it will get out of the for loop and come to the next line, which is the return statement. This function returns the statement 100. So the return value is 100. The return value should come back to line 10 now. The return value is here, which is square result. So I can print this, and this is the last line. So that was Codelens, and hopefully this will help you. Thanks for watching.